The first episode of this anime begins with a girl soaring through the sky, heading towards a castle. She enters and declares her commitment to follow the teachings and dedicate herself to the path of the hero. This is the will of Milana Demis. She stands behind a boy sitting on the ground, and as she calls out to him, we see a man named Lupo entering the hall with a girl by his side. The boy asks Lupo about the girl, and Lupo informs him that she is a new comrade named Escarlata, but he can call her Asta for simplicity. The boy then questions if she is the masked knight, Asta, who defeated Ultra the Water, the leader of the Demon King's army. Asta confirms it, and the boy introduces himself as Van from Flamberg. Lupo tells them that Van is the 8th prince and the survivor of the kingdom of Flamberg, destroyed by the demon's invasion. Van expresses his joy at fighting alongside Asta, extends his hand, and they shake hands. Asta, in turn, introduces Lavender, the flying girl, as her closest and trustworthy companion. The scene shifts to a beautiful girl walking, followed by a man asking her to let him go because he told her what she wanted. The girl refuses, unsure if he is telling the truth. She recalls being in the forest at night with the man and asks if he knows Najira's whereabouts. The man reveals that she is a close friend, and the girl sits down, requesting him to take her to them. He agrees on the condition that she lets him enjoy some moments of fun with her. As he approaches, the girl uses her magic to lift him up with wooden-like ropes. Back to reality, the man reflects on how he should have stayed away from women. The girl tells him to go, as they have many places to visit. A soldier stands in their way, and the girl informs him that they are adventurers meeting some friends. The soldier allows them to pass after hearing their explanation. Then we see a beautiful girl named Rudy in the city, looking at the trees and the sky. Her brother calls her, asking why they stopped. She goes towards her brother and friends, telling them that this is her first time not participating as a hero in an adventure. However, this time is different, as it's their first journey unrelated to combat, which makes her very happy. The friends continue on their way, and Rudy's brother informs us that they are heading to the mountain range called The Wall at the edge of the world, where no battles await them, unlike their time in the hero team. It's sure to be a wonderful journey. They take a break, sitting on the ground, and the man with white hair talks to Rudy's brother, mentioning that the wall is a feared obstacle, but he wants to go there to create an engagement ring. Rudy's brother tells him that all he wants is a blue sapphire to match the color of Ritu's eyes. We learn that the beautiful girl with yellow hair is Ritu, Rudy's brother's fiancée. The stones are rare, but gem giants often have them, and he wants to offer Ritu a precious gift. Ritu feels embarrassed, and the older man, known as Mogrim, tells them they are lovebirds in distress. Rudy's brother informs them that he joined them for the sake of his wife Mink, who is pregnant. Rudy congratulates him, and Mogrim tells them that the doctor likely suggested a surgical procedure to deliver the baby. Rudy's brother adds that they will have to undergo the operation to bring the child out of her womb. He wants to do everything he can for her and her well-being. Then, he informs them that he excels in using a hammer, but he wants to craft something else, a knife made of earth crystals. These crystals are known for their extreme hardness, to the point that if someone is injured by them, they won't feel the pain. Van tells them that it's an extremely rare material, but gem giants often have plenty of it. The man with the white mustache and beard expresses his joy at joining them on their journeys. Afterward, we see Rudy talking about her brother Van and how he has fought many battles for her, facing numerous risks. The scene then shifts as they continue their journey and suddenly stop. The old man with the white mustache tells them he smells goblins. Van informs them that goblins are a group that steals food and belongings from tourists. Before they can finish their conversation, arrows and shots start coming from all directions. They manage to avoid these weapons and easily defeat the goblins in combat. Then, we see the man with the white mustache fighting goblins, and they engage in a fierce battle, striking them severely. After defeating the goblins, they search to see if there is anyone else around. The man with the white mustache, named Mogrim, stands alone, looking sad. He mentions that it has been a long time since he fought these monsters and ghosts, but this world is filled with violence, and no one here can live a life free from battles. Such is the nature of life. They leave the area, and as they continue on their way, Van remembers when Rudy was incredibly strong, possessing the hero's blessing, said to be the strongest in the world. Then, Rudy recalls what happened to her before. The great demon tells her that she must live her life as a hero, but everything has its price. Thus, she cannot live a peaceful life, and her life will always be surrounded by dangers. Returning to reality, the scene shifts to the man and the girl with large ears. She tells him that this place is inhabited by Gudians, but they haven't found anyone at the moment. The guard rushes to them, recognizing the man as Gudian. Then he points to him and tells him that he won't deceive him again because he escaped from prison and is now a free man. The girl with the large ears, who had been deceived by him before, is surprised by this revelation. However, the guard informs her that this man is a war criminal who caused demons to attack people and kidnapped a child named Reed, whom Ritu and Red adopted. In addition to other evil deeds. When the girl with the large ears asks if this is true or not, the man becomes tense, confused, and starts sweating, indicating that he is a big liar. The girl gets angry with him, but he quickly runs away from the scene. However, she uses her magic to bind him by his foot, insisting that he must surrender to justice. She then calls on the Great Forest King and the ruler of the Mon, activating her magic with a green magical circle. A huge monster emerges from it, and the girl tells her to stop causing devastation. The monster attacks them, and Red's friend decides to fight against Urandala, who came from Zoltan to corrupt their village. The little girl tries to attack Urandala, who attempts to strike her with tree branches, but the girl manages to cut through them. She tries to reach Urandala, but she is unable to do so. Urandala eventually restrains her, and the old woman, named Mistrum, uses her ice magic to freeze all the tree branches created by Urandala. Rita speaks with Mistrum, mentioning that they could stop this girl if she helps. Mistrum agrees, and the girl runs towards Urandala with all her might, trying to block every attack. However, in the end, Urandala manages to restrain her hands and feet. The girl tries to free herself, but she can't. Urandala approaches her and asks about her identity. The girl responds that she is a friend of Riit and Ritu, but Urandala doesn't believe her. The girl then asks her to inquire about them when they return, as they left for the wall at the edge of the world that morning. Urandala is surprised and asks why they went there. Then she tells her that Red is looking for a gemstone to put in the ring he plans to give to Ritu. Urandala becomes happy upon hearing this news. She proceeds to untie the girl and admires the tree branches she brought. She is delighted to see that they are close. At this moment, the old woman Mistrum tells her that she must clean up all the mess she caused before leaving for any place. After that, the scene shifts to a beautiful forest inhabited by these small creatures. Here, we see Red and his friends. Mogrim asks his friend Red about these creatures. Despite their small size, he heard that they are man-eating monsters. Red assures him that they won't harm them because their big friend, Fred, has the strongest bonds with them. These creatures are knowledgeable about the wall at the edge of the world, so they definitely know where the settlement of the Gem Giants is located. The leader of these creatures arrives and welcomes Red, expressing joy at seeing him after a long time. Red apologizes for being away for a long time, explaining that he faced tough times being away from Zoltan. The creature understands, and Red regrets being away for so long. The creature knows that the distance from Zoltan is significant but hopes to visit them regularly. Red apologizes for the extended absence, and the creature acknowledges that he heard Red got married to Ritu. Red clarifies that it hasn't happened yet but is in the plans, and the little monster wishes him well. The creature then gives them a large piece of meat as a gift from his home. The small monster is delighted because they haven't had enough meat lately. Red asks about the location of the Gem Giants, as they wanted to meet them. The monster agrees to tell them but advises them to be very cautious because the Gem Giants have been acting strangely lately. They seem angry, but the reason is unknown, so he urges them to be careful when approaching them. At that moment, a small puppy-like creature falls from a tree branch, yelping loudly. Rudy rushes towards it and uses her power to heal it. The puppy feels a significant improvement and stops yelping. Ritu talks to Red about the weak branches of the tree, suggesting that Red should make fertilizer to strengthen the tree. Red responds that he can improvise something with the available materials. The monster is delighted that they care deeply about their forest. At night, everyone is asleep except for Red and Ritu. Red gazes at his sister for a long time, and Ritu approaches, inquiring about the reason for his preoccupation. She knows he is not thinking about the ring but something else. Red explains that he's thinking about Rudy and her power. This power nullifies her strong will, she never gets tired and doesn't need to eat or sleep. Red doesn't believe this new ability is something she received from their leader but rather something inherent within her. Red expresses his belief that the newfound truth is not something great, it's something intrinsic to her. There are many things he doesn't know, but he knows he will always be by Rudy's side. Later, we see Urandala and Red's friend, who asks her what's happening. Urandala explains that there is a problem with the plant life here. As they move further away, the plants become more diseased. It seems that the soil is bad, and something is happening in the mountains. They decide to set up camp in the area. Then, Urandala is asked why she came along. She answers, to guide you on the way. Red's friend questions why she needed to travel such a distance. She informs him that the wall contains natural hot springs. Red's friend thinks to himself that Urandala doesn't know that Rudy is with Red and Ritu. He wonders how she will react when she finds out that Rudy has retired from the hero role. Urandala then asks Red's friend why she became one of the hero's companions. Red's friend replies that if she wants a reason, it's because the wall has natural hot springs. Urandala, unaware of the current situation, thinks about how Urandala would react when she learns that Rudy has retired from being a hero. She then questions Urandala, asking her if she knows who she is. Her friend, Red, answers, yes, because I am Red's friend, and a friend of someone else. Urandala acknowledges this, saying that she was not wrong about Red's true identity. Red's friend confirms that it is indeed Gideon. Urandala mentions that she was sure of that but didn't want to verify. She asks if Urandala wants to know why she joined the hero. Red's friend, Gideon, responds that his dear friend Gideon was there, wanting to save the world and help those in need. However, this wasn't reason enough to try to defeat the Demon King with a team of 5, as it was futile. Red's friend questions if she means there's no need for the hero to continue fighting for the world. Urandala reassures her, saying not to worry, as she feels the same way Gideon does. In the morning, we see Rudy looking very cold. Rod suggests returning to the old routine and finding them sleeping on the ground. He tells her to live her life as she wishes, and it doesn't matter if the Great One disapproves. He assures her of his support. Finally, Tisai and Yarandala arrive, and Yarandala calls out to them. She is surprised to see Red crying and rushes to hug him. The scene then shifts to Asta and Van fighting a monster with their swords. Asta comments that she expected Van to be able to deal with monsters, wishing they had arrived earlier to prevent casualties. Van tells her not to grieve, as they simply fulfill the roles assigned by the Great One. The owlbear's blessing linked them to attacking this person, and it was destined for him to lose his life due to the bear. They both have roles to play, and they will become stronger thanks to their sacrifices. All this is to fulfill their role as heroes and rid the world of evil.
How was the video? We hope it was good. If so, please check these videos. Also, please comment down your thoughts and your suggestions for future videos. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing now to show the support to our channel. We hope to see you soon with another video right in this channel. Have a nice day.